Have you ever noticed someone who almost never posts their photos online? No selfies, no vacation pictures, no life update posts. In a world where everyone is constantly sharing their lives, these people almost seem invisible. But psychology suggests something interesting. This behavior isn't random. In fact, it can reveal a lot about a person's confidence, mindset, and emotional intelligence. So let's break down the real psychology behind people who rarely post their photos on social media. 1. Privacy matters more than popularity. Some people simply value privacy over attention. Psychologists call this having a high privacy orientation. These people are very selective about what they share and who gets to see their life. They don't feel the need to broadcast every achievement, trip, or moment online. While many people chase likes, comments, and validation, they rely more on internal validation. Their happiness doesn't come from public approval. It comes from within. 2. They have a strong sense of identity. Research on something called self-concept clarity shows that people who share less online often have a stronger understanding of who they are. They already know their values, goals, and priorities. Because of that, they don't feel the need to constantly prove themselves online. They're less likely to chase trends, less likely to compare themselves, and far less likely to post something just because everyone else is doing it. 3. Their confidence doesn't depend on attention. For many people, posting photos online is a way of seeking reassurance. Likes become a form of validation. But people who rarely post pictures often have something psychologists call secure self-esteem. This means their confidence isn't fragile. They don't need constant approval to feel good about themselves. They already feel comfortable with who they are. So instead of performing for the internet, they focus on their real life. 4. They think more than they show. People who stay quiet online are often more introspective. They tend to think deeply before sharing anything publicly. There's a psychological concept called the internal locus of evaluation. It means someone judges themselves based on their own standards rather than other people's opinions. Because of this mindset, they prefer meaningful conversations over superficial online interactions. They don't post often, but when they do, it usually has a purpose. 5. They understand the social media illusion. Many of these people are also aware of how misleading social media can be. Most posts online are just highlight reels. Perfect photos, perfect vacations, perfect moments. But real life isn't like that. Psychologists refer to this as social comparison theory, where people constantly measure their lives against the curated lives of others. By staying low-key online, these individuals protect themselves from that endless comparison cycle. They choose peace over performance. Final thought. So the next time you see someone who rarely posts their photos online, don't assume they're shy or antisocial. They might actually be more self-aware, emotionally secure, and grounded than most people online. Because real confidence doesn't need an audience. It exists quietly. And sometimes, the people who share the least online are the ones who understand life the most. If you enjoy videos that break down human behavior and psychology, subscribe to the channel, because here, we don't just scroll through people's lives. We decode the mind.